Hey everybody, it's Rory. So my day 8 video, I guess the sound didn't work. I had some technical difficulties with my computer. So this gets to be day 8 and day 9. Which day 9 is Sunday and it was a rest day, so there really wasn't a whole lot to it. I ate good, didn't have to work out, so that was nice. So let me just talk to you about what was in my day 8 video because I think it's a pretty important principle, and I'm going to tell you a little story of what happened in my life that kind of shows this principle. So, uh, about, well, I guess 4 months ago, it was before my baby was born, we were really having some struggles here at our apartment complex with our neighbors up above us and our neighbors behind us. The neighbors up above us were just super loud all the time. We could hear their music playing, just stomping around at all hours of the night. Uh, 3 college students, and which we're college students too, but we try not to be the noisy up at 3 a.m. college students. So, and the neighbors behind us were smoking in their apartment, and we could smell it coming through our walls into our apartment. So we were pretty bummed out about it. And every day it was just kind of a frustrating thing. My wife was going to knock on their doors, it seemed like every other day, to try to get some of the noise to stop. We called the apartment complex, we called the cops a couple of times. It got bad enough. And it was just a really, our circumstances we were in were not very favorable, and we were really having a hard time being happy with our circumstances. And we went and talked to the management of the apartment complex, and if we wanted to move, we had to sign a new contract, and we would have a higher priced apartment um, because of just weird circumstances that were going on. So basically, we couldn't see any way out of this current circumstance that we were in, and we were kind of bugged by it. And we decided that since the circumstance wasn't going to change, our attitudes had to change about the circumstance. And sometimes that's not an easy thing to do, but for us, we decided we needed to really look for everything that we liked about this apartment complex and about our specific apartment and start really focusing in on those things. Focus in on the things that we did enjoy and try to let go of some of the things that we weren't enjoying. And once again, easier said than done sometimes, but it is possible. And we prayed about it. We were really asking and trying to have faith that something would happen to where our circumstances could change. And for several months, our neighbors upstairs actually were gone. They went home for the summer, so that was nice. And then just the other day, we were back in the office of the manager here, and she said, "Oh, I can let you move. I can keep you the same price. We got all kinds of apartments that are available. We got the same floor plan that you're in. We got different floor plans. We got upgrades. Uh, it was just a whole new situation all of a sudden, and the only thing that changed about it was our thought process and what we were putting out to the universe and what we were asking God for. That's what changed, and our faith level. We were having faith that something could be different. And although we wanted it 3 or 4 months ago, the fact that it happened now is fantastic. Um, Sometimes it's better to have a little bit of a delay, like for us. Now we don't really even want to stay in this complex. We've thought of a few things that we want as far as a washer and dryer that our apartment doesn't have, and just some different things. So now we're better off that we didn't try to move and sign a new contract or anything like that. So anyway, the principle that I'm trying to get across here is that we can't let our current circumstances define us. Our current circumstances, whatever it is that you see in your life that you want to change, that you're setting goals to change, that's what you have created in the past with your thoughts and with your faith or lack of faith. And so now, from here on out, starting today, You can think differently. You can have faith. You can ask for the things that you are looking for. You can set goals, and your future circumstances can be different. But we can't define ourselves by our current set of circumstances, and we can't let our current set of circumstances define our happiness either. Um, it's our choice whether we're going to be grateful and happy no matter what's going on in our circumstances. And it reminds me of a little part in a movie I've got to talk about because it's one of my favorites. It's The Matrix, and there's a part where Neo, the main character, is sitting with these other gifted children, and this little boy is sitting there and he's bending spoons with his mind. He's got this whole pile of bent spoons in front of him, and Neo picks up a spoon and he tries to look at it and tries to make it bend, and nothing happens. And the kid says, "You just have to remember the truth." And Neo says, "What's that?" "That there is no spoon." So Neo tries that. He says, "Okay." He looks at it. There is no spoon. This spoon isn't real. And he bends the spoon with his mind. And that's kind of what happens in our lives. We have to be able to see our circumstances that are right in front of our face. That spoon was right in front of his face, but he had to say, "No, that isn't real. I'm going to believe in something different than what is right in front of my face." And it takes faith. It takes seeing with our minds, because the physical picture in front of us can be kind of frustrating. But if we can see something different in our minds, we can bring that to pass in our physical circumstances of our lives. I hope all that made sense. Hit me up with more questions and comments. Keep them coming. I love them. Thanks for following along. And we're on track for a good week this next week. I know that I can put a different level of effort in this coming week, and I'm going to give it my best shot, and I hope you guys will too. Thanks. I'll talk to you tomorrow.